Good morning, class. Happy Friday. It's January 8th. We got our little test here to wrap up the week. I will be doing it in 3 different video segments. The first 10, the second 10, and then the essay. I like to look at the essay first as I'm working through the test, then I can jot down notes. You have read The Hybrid or Electric and Nuclear Power, the Key to the Future. What is similar about the author's points of view? What reasons do they use to convince readers to make a change? Support your answers with clear text evidence from the articles. We're going to pick just one of those, and we're going to try to figure out what the author's point of view is. Does the author support a hybrid vehicle or electric vehicle over a gas-powered vehicle? And in the nuclear power to the key, is he for nuclear power or is he against nuclear power? These days, many people want to go green. They know that burning gasoline causes pollution. Because of this, they are giving serious consideration to buying an electric or hybrid car. So it's kind of electric or hybrid versus gasoline. Here is how electric cars work. Electric cars have large, powerful batteries. These batteries send electricity to an electric motor. The motor turns the wheels. When the battery runs low on energy, they must be plugged in to recharge. There are 2 types of hybrid cars. Both use gasoline and electric in order to work. One type relies mostly on electric power. For this type, an electric motor turns the wheels and a gasoline energy generates this electricity. The car must be plugged in to receive a full charge. The second type of hybrid, this is the first type, this is the second type. The second type of hybrid car gets its power mostly from a small gasoline engine. An electric motor serves as a backup. Electricity runs the car when it is moving slowly. The electric motor also helps the car build up speed. The car recharges itself while it is running. When the driver brakes, the energy is captured and stored in the battery. Neither the electric nor the hybrid car is a new invention. In fact, the electric car has been around since 1880s. Today, the cost of a gasoline continues to rise. Most people are concerned about pollution as well. So gas rises and pollution. That's why more electric and hybrid models are offered for sale every year. Advantages of an electric car. An electric car costs little to recharge and produces almost no pollution. This type of car is often called a neighborhood car because it cannot travel very far without needing to be charged. Older models only run about 40 miles on a charge. Newer cars can run up for 200 miles on a single charge. Now 40 miles you might be able to get to Waukesha and back. 200 miles you might be able to get all the way to Madison and back. But if you're going to travel all the way to Florida, you would have to stop often to charge up your car. Electric cars can be recharged using any electrical outlet. Drivers can even run an extension cord from their house to their car. However, charging a car this way can take up to 24 hours. Charging stations, and I don't think that's accurate. Charging stations have been built in some cities. Recharging is much faster at one of these stations. Electric cars can run very quietly. They also cost less to maintain because they have fewer parts. They make the cars more dependable. So that would be a good one for your essay. More dependable. Cheaper to maintain. However, batteries have to be replaced every 10 to 15 years. Those batteries are very expensive. Some cost as much as $10,000. So that would be a negative of an electric car. Advantages of a hybrid cars. Hybrid cars can refuel at any gas station. If the battery cannot be recharged, hybrids can run on gas for as long as necessary. However, their gas-powered engines require upkeep. Also, the batteries wear out in time. Electric and hybrid cars have one similarity. right now, both cost more than gas-powered cars. However, the cost will come down as more car makers enter the market. Okay, so they cost more right now. In choosing one of these cars, drivers must consider which type will work best for them and their budget. If drivers need a car for short trips, an electric car is perfect. If drivers travel far from home and won't be able to charge a car, a hybrid would be the right choice. Alright guys, well let's take a look at our questions now. You should have your answer key with your 20 slots on it. Go ahead and put your name on the top of that one. It says the author organizes paragraph 2 and 3 on page 150 by. So how are these things put together? Paragraph 2 and 3. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. So these are the two paragraphs that we're looking for. So what are our choices here? So we got an idea what we're looking at. Are they sequencing the development of hybrids? So in other words, steps in a process. Are they showing the effects electric cars have on travel? Are they discussing the problem gas-powered cars cause? Or are they comparing and contrasting electric and hybrid? Okay. Here's how an electric car works. Electric cars have large, powerful batteries. All about electric cars. There are two types of hybrid cars. All about hybrid cars. So, electric cars and hybrids. Do they ever talk about gas powers? No. They talk about traveling? No. So your answer would be D for that one. Alright, I know. I don't need to give you guys answers anymore. You're so good at these tests. I thought it's after Christmas. It's our first one after Christmas. I give you one answer. Okay? Now fill in your box nice and complete like that. Make it nice and neat. Number 2. Read this sentence from the article. Because of this, they are given serious consideration to buying an electric or hybrid car. The suffix ation changes a verb into a noun. What is the verb form of consideration? In other words, what is the word minus the ation? Is it considered? Is it considerable? Considerably? Or considerate? 3. That one is pretty easy. Read this sentence from the article. Older models can run for only 40 miles on one charge. A meter is about 1 yard. Kilo means 1,000. Knowing this tells you that a kilometer measures, does it measure how much hot air it has? Does it measure distance, pollution, or temperature? And of course, from math, you guys all know what a meter measures. Number 4. The author includes information about about how electric cars work to support the point that hybrid cars are still being perfected by engineers, are best used as neighborhood cars, are better than gasoline-powered cars, are able to run on gasoline for many miles. Number 5. Read this sentence from the article. That makes the car more dependable. The suffix able means capable of. If something is dependable, you can avoid it, forget it, trust it, or turn it. Number 6. Read this sentence from the article. Neither the electric nor the hybrid car is a new invention. What point does this evidence support? The technology for both cars is old-fashioned. Both cars should be popular with drivers by now. The technology for both cars needs to be updated, or both kinds of cars have been around for a long time. Now remember, the author has a positive point of view about using these cars. So some of these make it sound like it's negative, but that's not the author's point of view. So be careful not to pick the ones that are negative. Something that makes it sound like these cars are positive. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video. Number 7. From this article, readers can tell that the author probably drives a hybrid, does not drive a car, drives a gas-powered car, wishes everyone drive gas-powered cars. Number 8. Read this sentence from the article. When the driver brakes, that energy is captured and stored in the battery. Which of the following means the opposite of captured? So think about what captured means. And now we're looking for the opposite. Caught. Now that would be the synonym, so don't get confused. Not the synonym, the opposite. Made, released, or welcomed. Number 9. Read these sentences from the article. Electric and hybrid cars have one similarity. Right now, both cost more than gas-powered cars. The suffix ity, I-T-Y, means state or quality of being. If two things have a similarity, they are different, alike in some way, not anything alike, or exactly the same. Don't get tricked, they are not exactly the same. And number 10. What text evidence provides the best support for the point that electric cars have advantages? They are sold every year. They produce almost no pollution. Their batteries need to be charged. Their batteries can be plugged into an outlet. So this one sounds negative, so that one's out. And this one, every car is sold every year. Gas-powered, hybrids, and electric. So which is the most important? He said it about 4 times in the article. Was it that it doesn't produce pollution, or was it that it can be plugged in? What's the best thing about these kind of cars? All right, guys, stay tuned for the second portion of our test.